Hello, everybody. This is Irina Strunina, and this is our weekly podcast, Diabetically Speaking with Smart Move 360. This is the place where we meet every Thursday at 4 p.m. Eastern Time, and I invite to have a conversation with me different healthcare professionals, people who work with people who have this diagnosis of diabetes, and they are sharing their knowledge, their experience, their expertise, giving some ideas, suggestions. And if you are the healthcare provider who haven't been interviewed on my podcast, please reach out and I will be happy to schedule an interview with you because we need experts. The more experts share their expertise on our podcast, the more informed people will be, and maybe your trick, maybe your suggestion is something that someone was looking for. So let's do it. And today I have my guest, Rachel Cruz. We met with her just recently, and I was very interested to know what she's doing. So I scheduled a call, and then we decided that we need to do a podcast recording. So here she is. Welcome to our show, Rachel. Please introduce yourself. Tell us what you are doing, why diabetes, what RRC is. All this is very important for us to know.
Irina, thank you so much for having me. So I have a national board certified health and wellness coach certification with advanced training in behavior change, functional health coaching, and lifestyle medicine. I also have a certified functional nutrition counseling position, and that blends a whole body systems approach with bio individualized coaching, meaning everyone is different. So I take into account everything about that individual when I coach them. There's no one size fits all when it comes to health. As you know, everyone's health history is different and everyone's physiology is unique. In a couple of months, I'll have my certification as a lifestyle coach for the diabetes prevention program through the American Diabetes Association. So those are my credentials. I have been coaching for about 3 years. I offer one-on-one health coaching as well as group coaching courses. How I got to this place, I had my own health issues. I think a lot of health coaches start out having their own experiences, and then I just dug really deep
Mm-hmm.
into how to heal myself and doing it in a holistic way and trying to find answers on my own and being my own advocate. Um, so that's how I started.
Perfect. Just totally out of this context, what is the background behind you? Is it where you live, or this is just a pretty picture?
Yes, no, this is the mountains of Colorado, which is
Okay.
where I live.
All right. Beautiful, beautiful. I love the background. Thank you.
Thank you.
All right. Well, Rachel, this is great, and this is the reason why I wanted you to be on our podcast because we all know that a lot of things must happen first in our head before we could do anything for our body. When we decide that uh, I am going to sign up for the marathon, that we have to come up with the explanation, why do I want to? Because I want to challenge myself, or because I never run it and I would like to feel how it feels, or because my team is running and I'm going to do it with them and I know that I need to train more, and then we train. But before we start the training, we make a decision, we set the goal. And for those thousands of people on our Facebook group, Diabetes 101 for Beginners, I see these transformations happening to people who did set the goal. And goals are different. Some just, I'm sick and tired of being sick and tired. And for another, I have my first grandchild coming up, and I would like to be able to be around and help raise this child and play with this child and see this child graduating the high school and getting, into workforce. So different reasons for different people, but they made a decision. And then we have thousands of people who are watching how other people are making those decisions and achieving those goals, but this was not their goal. And for that reason, it didn't trigger anything for them. They kind of like, you do it. We have a lot of cheerleaders in our Facebook group, but I would like more cheerleaders to become leaders in their own life and start making changes. So that's why I thought your expertise and your suggestions could be very helpful for our newbies. Group is called Diabetes 101 for beginners, so very new people, they very often don't have much of instructions from their medical team yet, or maybe they got the instructions, but because they were so shocked with the diagnosis, they didn't hear it, it didn't register with them, and they are at loss. They're afraid to eat, they don't know what to do, they're very depressed, they're very upset, and I wanted to ask you, as a person who works with people's minds, and helping them to find those grounds and start seeing the sun again. And what would be your first suggestion for somebody who just got this diagnosis, doesn't know much about diabetes? They've heard, a lot of people heard about horrible complications from diabetes, and they are afraid of it, and they immediately assume that life is over. And what would you say to people who just found themselves in this situation?
I would say try to suspend judgment. It's hard. It's really hard to do, but try to suspend judgment and find the perspective of curiosity.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Get curious, not just about the disease, because there's a lot of information about the disease itself.
Yes.
Because everyone is different, get curious about how your own body works.
Mm-hmm.
Start from the beginning of asking yourself and asking your body, what does it need?
Mm-hmm.
What is it asking for? And, finding that beginning spot of how did this start?
Mm-hmm.
What is the root cause of this situation that I'm in so that they can start to address that root cause,
Mm-hmm.
just the symptoms, but the root cause. And the best way to do that is to
Yeah.
get curious and suspend judgment.
Absolutely. And judgment could come from different places, right? It could be self-judgment. We are our worst critics. We really don't like ourselves more than anybody else could don't like us. We criticize ourselves for being lazy, for not making right choices in food, for not getting out of bed in time, and all this. But everything has the explanation, right? So, uh, what I hear you suggesting that we need to actually work with ourselves, with our in our head, to see what caused me, why it's so hard to get out of bed today. Maybe there is a reason for it.
Yes. Yes. And, in the same realm of why, I really appreciated you talking about why should I dig deep?
Hmm.
What is my reasoning
Hmm.
for getting healthy again? And that basis of identity, of thinking about, I'm doing this because,
Right.
who am I now with
Hmm.
this diagnosis? Well, the deeper reasoning um, will end up becoming a foundation from which all of those behavior changes can actually form and be suspended and or supported actually for that person and moving forward.
Definitely, definitely. I was thinking about something. We have so many people when they hear their diagnosis, and they hear it from everywhere. You got to cut out all the carbs, eat very low calories, move more, and that will help you to lose weight. And but they hear, I mean, we hear it. We are bombarded from every angle by different healthcare providers, professionals, life coaches, that this is the key. But as you said, everybody is different, and people are jumping on this moving train, like I'll do it. I see this, those examples before and after, like I am the same way, but for whatever reason, that person was able to go the whole way through. And I am kind of like the first stop, you know what? That's not my train. I am leaving. I am out of here. So it's hard to sustain because that person had their reason. And that helped them to go whole way through to the final destination. And for me, it's that person's reason. It's not mine. So it's so important to find your own why do you want to get healthier? And as you said, get curious. Oh, my phone is talking to me. I'm sorry. uh, and, no, it's not even the phone.
Technology.
It's actually the watch talking to me.
Technology. Yes, it just kind of creeps in, technology.
Yes, but what I'm saying is that so many times people try different approaches before understanding why they want to do it.
Mhm.
And I think this is the very important key in getting the success, right?
So you have a place to start. There's a launching point, and there's so many tools that you can use to
Mm-hmm.
kind of help you get a handle on what's happening in the body, in your body. And so that's what my program is all about.
Uh-huh.
I pair technology with self-awareness, body awareness. And so the technology that I use are continuous glucose monitors.
Uh-huh.
And then I pair that with the six pillars of lifestyle. So nutrition, exercise, sleep, stress management, substance avoidance, and community. Those
Yes.
are the those are the six lifestyle pillars. And when you take the data from the continuous glucose monitor and you observe what you have done through the day and start to correlate that with the data that's coming from the continuous glucose monitor, it's much easier to piece together what external inputs are influencing blood glucose levels.
Yes.
And because everyone is different, the data will obviously be different, but the inputs, even though one person is having a piece of cantaloupe
Mm-hmm.
and the other person is having a piece of cantaloupe, maybe one person's blood glucose level spikes and the other one doesn't. So, why is that?
Yes.
And in my class, that's where we start to investigate those details because everyone is different.
Yes. This is such a great point that you brought up because I see so often people are complaining why I didn't get the results. I did everything to the dot how the other person did. They posted their diary or whatever. I read this book and it didn't bring me the results I was looking for. So, this is something that you mentioned in the very beginning. Stop comparing. Stop judging because you got to compare you to yourself, not to anybody else. And this piece of cantaloupe, this other person maybe just had a protein shake before that, and you had a maybe just a glass of water, and it's very different the way how you're reacting to it, right?
Right, right, exactly. Because there are so many factors that go into what influences blood glucose levels. Maybe that person who had the protein shake might have also had a very stressful day, but because they had the protein shake, that blunted the spike. And,
Mm-hmm.
the person who had just the water had an awesome day, but still their body is not as insulin sensitive, and so it did react. There are
Mm-hmm.
so many
Yes.
factors. And so that's what I educate my participants in my course to do, is to kind of tease out what might be happening. And they get to know their body.
Mm-hmm.
They get to have a sense of, oh, this is what's happening in my body. And so then at some point, because not everybody's going to want to use a continuous glucose monitor, or maybe they skip a day or two, they're still going to be able to, through the knowledge and experience of their body awareness, can manage, their behavior, and so then manage their glucose levels.
And one of the things that I am always talking about, and this is the saying that diabetes is a team sport. You got to have a support. Are we frozen?
I don't think so. I'm
Okay.
here.
All right. You kind of little froze on my screen, but that may be my connection. Oh, there's more editing coming out this video. Darn it. What I'm always talking about, that diabetes is a team sport. And in teams, usually you have the athletes and you have support system, and that could contain the coaches and doctors and dietitians and massage therapists and cheerleaders and people who go with your team to cheer for you from the bridges. So you got to have some team. It doesn't mean that everybody must have everybody who I just listed, but to have someone who can help you to understand your data, somebody who is educated in translating it to the human language, because sometimes all the numbers and the charts and graphs, you need to have a special education to make a correlation between what you are seeing and what is actually happening.
Mhm.
So this is why I really happy to always speak with the coaches who work with people, helping them to understand. And sometimes people are looking for the guidance in the beginning of their journey to get this knowledge, to learn how it works, and they could do it on their own. But sometimes, and I know these situations when people just feel about their coaches like their partner and they don't want to part. They keep relationships and it may be morphed into some different way how those arrangements made. But it's always great to have in your circles people who can help you to understand what is going on, because we have our lives too and we have another problems to work with.
Right. Right. My goal as a health coach is actually educate the client so that they know what's happening in their bodies. They know how to address what's happening in their bodies, and also know that they have agency. They can
Hmm.
make choices. They
Yes.
are empowered to do. certain to make certain choices so that it would benefit them in the long run. And then hopefully I will stop coaching because they've learned everything that they can.
Yes.
They've become their own advocate, and they not only have learned um, everything that they can, but they learned how to learn it,
Uh-huh. Yes.
that they know how to find those resources if something else occurs.
Exactly.
Yeah,
You said you do you do the group coaching as well or not?
I do. I
Do you
do.
have
So
some sort of like a support group meetings or something that people meet every now and then to kind of do give the update on what is going on? They not necessarily in your coaching program, but they still could come and maybe cheer up and share the examples or anything like that.
yeah, I haven't built that community big enough yet in order
Mm-hmm.
to have that happen. I am on my third cohort
Mm-hmm.
of my group coaching program. During the 7 weeks, there is a WhatsApp group that people can join so that
Mm-hmm.
during the program they can share their experiences, they can ask me questions, and they can share, things that they have found that have been
Yes.
helpful for them. So that's how I've built community during that 7 weeks. And I keep the WhatsApp open for them
Yes.
to continue to share if they like.
Okay, yeah, that's this is what very often people need. This is what our Facebook group is doing. You see, we have right now, yesterday I was looking at it, 336,000 people in the group registered as the group members. But
Right.
I don't believe that all 336,000 people log in daily into our website, Facebook group, right? But they periodically peeking in. I think the most active members are the recently joined members. They log in, they learn, they just got this diagnosis, they want to know what other people know, they want to see what other experienced, and then they kind of figure it out for themselves
Hmm.
and they show up not as often. Although we still have very active group members who are with me. The group is going to be in February of 2026. Group will be 5 years old, and there are few people who were with me. I don't know, not from the day one, but were participating in group activities from very early time when group just started, and they still there. Majority of them got some control over their diagnosis, and they're there now to share their experience, to cheer up the newbies, to tell them that hey, the life is not over. You are just starting. Just wait. There's a lot of things coming up, and you will be successful if you stay consistent, right?
Right, right. And that comes with time. That also comes with education.
Yes,
And it's, the diagnosis is more than just about changing nutrition habits.
yes,
It's a whole lifestyle that needs to shift. And
exactly.
so I'm hoping that that's what my program will do for people, is so that they can get a sense of how each of those lifestyle pillars affect blood glucose levels.
Absolutely, absolutely. Yes. Well, unfortunately or fortunately, diabetes is a diagnosis that is sometimes it's called this. This is the lifestyle disease, and that's what we're observing. It's not that people got diagnosed and it happened to them over time, like over a day, overnight, right? It's in most cases, in 98%, this is the lifestyle that brought them to this diagnosis. This is the lifestyle that, and it's in most cases, this is because of the lack of the education. Nobody will be doing something knowing that that may cause them to lose a limb, right? they will avoid this, knowing that, because we don't put our two fingers in the power outlet because we know that that may cause the electric shock. Same thing with the leg or with the eyes or with the kidneys. We don't want that to happen. So if we definitely know that that will be the result of it, we're more likely to avoid it. Of course, it's not the electric shock that comes immediately, it comes over time.
Yeah.
So, but the whole thing is that when we are educated, when we aware of the danger, we are more likely to at least make educated choice, take a risk, say forget about it. Today I'm going to have this. I will go and have this. I'll go to this party and I'll have this piece of the cake because this is my favorite person's birthday, and I know that in their household the cakes are so great, and I'm going to have a piece of it. Fortunately, that birthday is once a year. So to have it once a year, it's not such a big deal. You have it, and if you were behaving well all the rest of the year, your body will tolerate it and will not go into the diabetic coma right away from that.
Right, right. The magic is in knowing what your body is doing and knowing what it's capable of doing to help usher the blood glucose where it needs to go, and afterwards finding those behaviors that will actually support balancing blood glucose levels. Maybe it is taking a walk after you have that piece of cake.
Exactly.
So there are things that you can do. You can have your cake and eat it too. There are moments where you can, and just be smart about it. Just be
Exactly.
smart about it, knowing what your body can do and what it's capable of.
Have some protein beforehand, go on a dance floor afterwards, and you will be okay.
Yes, yes. It's not a death sentence, like you said.
Exactly, exactly. Well, Rachel, it was great talking with you. And you were talking about your program, how people can get in touch with you. What is your way to connect with people? Is it the website or your maybe a Facebook group, or what is it?
So, you can find out more about my programs or coaching through rrchealthcoaching.com.
Okay.
I am on Instagram, and that's rrc.healthcoaching. And yeah, I hope to have conversations with anyone who's interested in knowing more.
Absolutely. Yes, I will put the links to your website in the description of this episode, so anybody will be able to reach out to you if to continue this conversation. Before we part, let me remind people who is watching what we have in our Facebook group. It's Diabetes 101 for Beginners. One thing that I am reminding all our group members that we have every other Wednesday we host the support group meetings. It's at 7 p.m. Eastern Time, and everybody is welcome to join us for the conversation between group members. And we often have healthcare professionals joining us to answer some questions. So if you, for example, have a burning question and your next doctor's appointment is in 3 months, come to our support group meetings. We may have an answer for you. Don't wait. All right. The Of course, I am reminding that every Thursday at 4 p.m. Eastern, we have the premiere of our new episodes of our new episodes for this podcast. But we also have a YouTube channel and YouTube channel called Smart Move 360, and this is the Diabetically Speaking with Smart Move 360 playlist where you could see this episode if you would like to see the replay, or you would like to send somebody to listen to it and learn from our expert. and see what else we have there. We are right now on our third season, so there are plenty of videos, over 100 videos there. So check it out. The other thing I wanted to remind that every last Saturday of the month we have our Diabetes 101 for caregivers. It's a 2 hours crash course. Unfortunately, caregivers are the ones who don't get the chance to go to the doctor and get all the education and blood work results and all this. So it's up to their loved one to share or not to share what the doctor says. So caregivers, if they want to help their loved ones, uh, they sometimes just really feeling lost and scared and don't know what to do. I know that. I've been there. And that's why Kim Kyle, our registered dietitian, and myself, and she's been in this boat herself, we decided to just have this special opportunity for caregivers to learn about diabetes. And Kim gets to talk about all the nutritional information. She works for over 20 years with people with diabetes. So, and she uses such a easy to understand language that I recommend even people who are not caregivers. They have this diagnosis, but hey, you are the caregiver for yourself. So take this chance to listen to it. We talk about what to eat, when to eat, how to build your plate, what is good, what is not so good. And Kim always has the examples with her, so I would like everybody to check it out. It's also all the recordings are found on this YouTube channel, Smart Move 360. And last thing that I wanted to not recommend, just announce that we now have our app. It's on Google and Apple stores. It's called Diabetes 101. It's being filled up with information. Right now, it's not a lot of information there, but if you upload it and put the notification on, every time we have something new added to there, you will have notification and you'll have a chance to go and check it out. And with that, I am wrapping up. Rachel, again, thank you very much for joining me today. It was very nice talking with you.
Thank you so much, Irina. It's been an honor.
Yes, thank you. And we will continue meeting with you. I hope we will have more collaboration in our future. But for right now, have a great rest of your day, rest of your week, and everyone, stay healthy. Send to us your healthcare professionals because we want to hear their voices as well. Thank you. See you next week.